Good morning. Welcome to Workforce Skills. John Morris. Another beautiful day out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Pretty soon we're going to be saying beautiful day in Salt Lake City, Utah. That's where we're moving to, working on my license situation. We got our entity name all ready to go. There's a few other things I got to deal with. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. I've been in business for a long time out here in Phoenix. I forgot what it took to make this happen. So, but piece of cake, we're going to make it happen. We're going to expand. We're going to grow. The problem we have right now is having the right people grow with us. It's some people are not meant for growth. They're not even meant to work for your company. If you're an owner out there, man, I know you've got some cancers in your company, some people that are milking the clock. They're costing you money and you probably don't even know it. Yesterday, we've got a girl working for us. She's been on my podcast, Marianne. She's moving up in position. She's actually going to be one of our employees that's going to be moving to Salt Lake City, and she's going to be a superintendent up there. So between now and then, I'm training her. She's going on job walks. Yesterday, I rode with her. We went to multiple jobs. She got an opportunity to see me in action. And I haven't done that in a while with some of my employees because I get so busy because we are so big now. I mean, we're literally bidding $8 million worth of work a week. That's just in the Phoenix area. To put it in perspective, a lot of people don't realize this, but there will be $1 billion worth of commercial and industrial painting contracts awarded just this year alone in 2026. That is a lot of work in the state of Arizona. And we're just a small piece of that. Because just in Maricopa County alone, where we're at, where Phoenix is, there are 1,800 licensed painting contractors just in Maricopa County, registered through the state. So to put that in perspective, there's a lot of work out there. You know, there was a time when I used to look at this and I used to say, you know what, I'm going to crush the competition. I'm going to take all the work out there. I'm going to take it from everybody. It's impossible. There's enough work for all of us to share. But what I am going to do is I'm going to set the standard in this industry. I'm going to put us so far at the top and put systems in place and create a structure around this company that everybody wants to work with PHP Commercial Painting. Everybody wants to be like PHP Commercial Painting. And I know there's going to be some haters out there. I do not care. We're going to push this so far ahead that we're going to get so far ahead and put our name out there, and we're going to perform better than anybody else. We're going to have the systems in place. We now have a GC portal open that our contractors can go into in our system and see all the jobs that we're doing. They can see our punch list, our end of closeout shifts. They can see what percentage of the job is done. Nobody else has that. I don't think there's another painting contractor out there that has a system like this. And if you do, please share with me, tell me. And then that's going to force me to step up my game a little bit more. But right now, the problem that I have, and riding out there with Marianne yesterday and looking at some of these jobs, what I'm seeing is a failure on our part within my own company. And that's what I need to address right now. The failure that I'm having is the performance that we're doing, the production that we're doing. When I walk on a job and there's 3 people out there and one person's in a lift in the open garage of this place and they're doing touch up in the open deck and they're just dabbing here, dabbing there, kind of moseying around. It's what are you doing? Let's move with a purpose. You look like you're taking a nap up there. And then I walk through and there's another guy sitting on the steps. And he sees me and jumps up. Oh, I was cleaning the stairs, the metal on here that we got to paint. And then I see the next person sitting on a bucket at the top of the stairs. Oh, we're taking break in 2 minutes. Well, what are you doing sitting down right now? You should be working that 2 minutes. You're not on break till you clock out. And that's the problem that I see with individuals now. We do not have the right people working for us on certain jobs. And I walked on this job and I'm looking at these 3 employees and I'm asking myself, who is the leader amongst these 3? There is not one. Not one of them is setting the tone for this job. Now, you guys got to meet Larry Wilson last week. I had him on here. He is a beast. He sets the tone on every job he is on. He had a goal to get a job done, and I think he had 40 days to do it here recently. He completed it 10 days early. He's on another job right now that he had 12 days to do the exterior of this building. He had it done in 8 days with his crew. He trains these guys and people in front of him, like Marianne was on here, and she was trained by him, and she's moving up in the company. I've got another superintendent. He's our night super. His name's Kenny. Amazing individual. He worked with Larry in the beginning, and the reason he's where he's at is because he was trained by Larry. I'm telling you right now, the people that come through my company that want to survive, they want to improve, they want to grow, they want to move up, Get with Larry Wilson. If you're a painter out there and you're looking for a new company to get with that you feel like you're underappreciated and you overwork yourself and you're outperforming everybody else, reach out to me. I'm looking for more individuals like this. I'm tired of the laziness of people. I'm tired of walking on a job and not knowing who's in charge because no one's stepping up. Now, Larry's got 3 guys working for him right now. One of them has been with him for 6 months. He's ready to take lead. He's ready to take charge. He's got these guys brushing, rolling, spraying. He's taught them everything. They are literally running this job, and he's just directing right now. Now it's time to take those 3 from him and give him 3 more people. I don't care, men, women, whoever it's going to be, and I'm going to have him train them to the best of his ability. And it's one of those situations. He's either going to make you or break you. You're either going to make it or you're not. And if you make it, the sky's the limit here. And I promise you, here's the deal. I look at my employees and I want them to grow. I want to teach them how to be better painters, better employees, better people, better individuals just in professional and personal life. And if I can do that, then it's a success. And down the road somewhere, if these individuals decide all of a sudden, well, you know what, I'm going to go here, try something new, I am 100% okay with it. Come talk to me. Put your 2 weeks in. I'll let you finish out the 2 weeks and go to the next job if you have something better out there that you're looking for. So right now, what I'm looking at, I need to fire half my painters out in the field. Half of them are useless. That means I've got a lot of openings coming up. So like I said, if you're a painter out there, you're looking for a new change, you're looking for a company that's going to appreciate you and you can grow with and be a part of something bigger, by all means, come on board. We want you. We want better individuals working for our company. We want people that want to be successful. We want people that they can work side by side with somebody and know that they're performing as equals. Not that, oh man, I got to carry this team today, or I got to carry these guys because I'm the one out here doing all the work. That sucks. I hate being that person. I've been that guy in the field before. There is nothing I hate worse than that. And years ago, when I was growing this company and starting this, I was the guy out there. I'm doing the estimates. I'm doing the project manager. I'm doing the superintendent. I'm actually doing the painting. I was working with the individuals I was hiring at the time. And so you were never going to outwork me. It's not going to happen. But you better step up your game and keep up with me, or try to at least, and show improvement every single day. That's all it takes. If you improve 1% every single day, man, you're going to get better. Just a little bit each day. Just keep improving, keep getting better. That's the name of the game here. No one wants to be stagnant or left behind, or, well, maybe there are people out there. Maybe we're living in a society now where everybody just wants to be lazy and do the bare minimum to get by. I'm sorry, that is not me. That's not how I was built. That's not who I am. And I know people talk about different generations, Gen X, Gen Z, all these other things. I don't care. I'm built differently. I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. I am here in my office every single day at 4:30 in the morning. 4:30. I'm here to meet everybody that comes in. Our first logistics meeting is at 5 o'clock with our superintendents, project managers before we go out and do anything. We're talking about each job, what paint needs order. We're setting ourselves up for success. Yeah, it makes for a long day, but I tell you what, at the end of the day, I feel like I accomplished something. And there's a lot of days where at the end of the day, I've got a pad of paper on my desk. I write down things I need to accomplish. I don't get everything done, but guess what? That next day I rewrite that list. Those are at the top of the list. It's time to get these things done. I never, ever complete my entire list of things that I need to complete during the day. It just doesn't happen because there's so much happening. Even on a day like today, after going out yesterday, I have so much going on and I feel really guilty right now. I skipped the gym this morning. I feel guilty about that. That's not me. But unfortunately, work has to come first. There's things that have to happen here. We're actually recording earlier today because I have so much going on. It just, you do what you have to do to get through the day. I'm not going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And maybe this afternoon or this evening when I get home, I might tell my wife, hey, I'm going to the gym. I got to get this in. It could happen, or I'll go for a walk. Something has to happen. Yeah, yesterday I'm driving home. My car said 116 degrees on the way home. I don't care. I'll wait till the sun starts to go down and go for a walk. Let's do 2-3 miles. Let's get it out. You just keep pushing. You keep pushing and you keep pushing. I know I've said this before. Retirement's not in my vocabulary. I don't know when to stop. I just keep going. It's just part of who I am. And those are the people that I'm looking for to be a part of my team. We're making some great changes in the company. I've hired a couple individuals that are starting with me October 5th. I can't wait for them to come on board in some new positions that we're creating. It's going to be amazing. I am just pushing this company so far that I want other companies to say, I want to be like them, but we can't keep up. They keep coming up with something new every chance they get. That's what we're going to do because we don't think outside the box. We crush the box. Everything is on the table. Something new that I'm going to be implementing here in the next 2 months is we're creating a board of directors for this company because we're growing. We're getting bigger. We need a team to sit down once a week for an hour and talk about growth and changes and what we need to do to perfect this. That's part of building something bigger because there's a lot of people out there that own their own company. And I know a lot of painting contractors in the Valley here. I'm friends with them all. They all know who I am. There are guys out there that they will make sure they get paid first before their employees. That's more important to them. Sorry, not me. My employees get paid first, no matter what, because that's what keeps the checks coming. That's what keeps the jobs rolling. Has to happen that way. The other thing is they're all about them and they've got to be the top dog in the company and they've got to be right. No, I'm okay with not being number one at doing something in my company. But what I do believe in is hiring the right people that know how to do it. And if they can do it better than me, by all means, I want them a part of this journey with me. And that's what we're doing. We're adding 2 people to this company that are going to change this. And I know they're better than me at what I'm expecting them to do. And they're going to shine. And it's going to take us to the next level. I don't have to be number one. But what my vision is to grow this company and build it. And the vision for me is building something that is sustainable, that I don't have to be here every day to make sure it runs, that I can start working on the business and not in the business every day. Although I might have a struggle with that because I love working in a business. I love being a part of the day-to-day details. Right now, I got my senior project manager and project manager in the office here. They are not allowed to leave the office this week. They're supposed to wrap their heads around every upcoming job, everything that's happening, every change order. We have so much going on that it's going to take them 3 days just to wrap their heads around all the projects that we have going on and making sure they know every detail on these jobs. What I'm finding is we're doing jobs out there that the superintendents for these GCs don't even have a clue what they're doing. They don't even know how to run their own jobs. We're having to go in and tell them how. There are also some of these superintendents out there are telling our guys, well, I need you to, before you paint that post, you need to clean off the drywall mud and the concrete on there. No, we're on a brand new build here. You need to get your drywallers back and your concrete guys back and have them clean that before we even touch it. That's not our job. That's how a company loses money. And that's where we as a company need to be on top of everything we do, know every single detail about that job. So yes, right now, the problems I'm having with some of my guys, I'm firing half my employees out in the field. That's what's going to happen because they need to step up their game. I'm not playing games right now. This is what needs to happen or people are going to lose their jobs. You either step up or you step out of the way. So if you want a job and you want to find that beast motor, you already have that, and you want to be in a place where you're going to be with like-minded people, I'm telling you, this is a place to be. We don't mess around. We go out there and we grind every single day because it's worth it. And we're proud of what we do. We don't want to work with somebody that's lazy. We don't want to work around somebody that you have to pull their dead weight. That's unacceptable. And it's amazing how many people I see out there, and it's every trade, it's every business. It doesn't matter whether you're working in retail or construction or in an office somewhere in the air conditioning. There's always one person, at least, that's just pure laziness. They do the bare minimum to get by. If I ask you to do something and I say, okay, I need this done. I need you to put together a report for me. This is my expectations. Don't come back and just bring me the bare minimum. I want you to go above and beyond. We had this situation recently with one of my employees. I needed to know what his process was from start to finish on a weekly basis in one of our departments. And he brought the bare minimum to me. And I said, nope, this is unacceptable. And he brought it on paper. It's like, we don't print on paper here. Email it to me. There's no reason to print something off when you can email it to me. I can read it on a screen. We try to print off as little as possible in this office. Everything is online. Everything's digital. It's simpler. It's easier to track. You can make easy changes on there and highlight stuff in red, whatever you need to change. So he brings it to me and I tear up the paper. I threw it away and I said, go back and do better. He brought it and I said, here's what you're missing. And he brought it back again. Well, he did better, but he was still missing one of the things that was crucial to what they do in the daily process. And so he brought it finally to me again. I think it was either the third or fourth time. I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. But the disappointing thing is I had to push him to do better. That should not happen. I want people around me that are going to do the best the first time. Not that they have to be told multiple times to get through this process to do it the right way. It should be a one and done. My expectation is the best right off the bat. I don't want to have to send you back 4 times to get your best. You should know that, hey, we're a high level, perform at our best of our ability company. That's the expectation. If anything less, I don't want you here. We don't need you here. It's got to be, you got to perform. Now, I've got a couple people that work for me that their painting is immaculate. It is perfection. Never, ever do I have to go back on their work. There's 2, maybe 3 guys I'm thinking of in specific in this situation. One of them has 2 speeds. He has slow and stop. But I know I never, ever have to go back on his work. I want him doing everything out there that needs detail, that needs perfection, because it's amazing how many people I'll send out to do something and then they half-ass it, and then I got to go back 2 or 3 times to fix it. I don't need that situation like the one gentleman that I'm talking about that had to put his process down and tell me what he does, because we're trying to build that process for that department on what their duties are. I don't need a painter like that in the field. You know how much money that costs a company? You want to make yourself so valuable that if you're the guy that they can rely on every time, you're always going to have a job. You're never going to be without work. And when it comes time for a raise, you're getting your raise. You don't even have to ask for it. It's being given to you because you're performing. You will get paid your worth. And if you don't, then bounce to a different company. But I promise you, within our company, if you are performing at your peak, your top, and I never have to go back on your work, you will get a raise. It's going to happen. And some of my guys, they're on salary. They're working in the field as painters on salary, and they get a guaranteed paycheck every week. That means when it rains and they sit home, guess what? They're getting paid. Come holidays, still getting paid. As a painter, most painting companies out there do not put their employees on salary, but I chose to because they're my top performers and I want to guarantee them a paycheck every week. That's my promise to them because they've given me their promise to do their best, to perform at the top of their ability. That's peak performance. That's beast mode mentality that we're looking for. And that's what we need. I get so disappointed when I watch certain companies out there and they start business, and 2 years later, it's simple painting companies going out of business, or the guy that owns it's coming to look at me for a job. It's what went wrong? What happened? You know, I get that some people are painters and they think because they're a great painter, they can own a business and run a company. But man, it's amazing how many people are great painters, but they don't have the business mindset. You know, it takes a lot to do this. There's a lot involved in running a business, especially at the size we're getting to. I mean, things are changing every single day, how we do things. Everything from, I mean, how many companies out there give you a respirator and they don't fit test you properly? We do it through 3M's program and make sure you are fit tested properly. You're going to get the right information. You're going to get the right knowledge because we want you safe. We want you to perform at the best of your ability. If you're working for a company and you're spraying lacquers or oil-based stuff or solvents and they don't give you a respirator, but they just give you a particle mask, or if they do give you a respirator, man, they don't fit test you, they're doing something wrong. They don't care about your safety. We do everything here. I know there's a lot of construction companies out there that do toolbox talks every Monday or tailgate talks where you go over something safety and you have the guys sign off. So if OSHA ever comes in and inspects, you can prove that you did all this. We go above and beyond. Our system is built to where we've created our own safety training videos, and it goes out on a Monday morning and it gets sent to every single employee, and they have to do it within 24 hours. And there's a 10-question questionnaire, and they have to get an 80% or better, or they have to watch the video again and start over. And they can't fast forward the video. They have to watch it in its entirety. And that's how we get our safety training out. So we know our employees are watching this, and we can track it because the system tracks that they watched it for the full amount of time, that they answered the questions, they got an 80% or better. And that's what we're changing to make sure our company is at the top of our game. If you're a painter out there, don't you want to work for a company that wants you to be safe, believes in safety training, believes in paying its employees well? Because I see the comments I get on here sometimes and the shorts that we're dropping. Oh, this guy probably doesn't pay his guys well. Come talk to me. Quit being that keyboard warrior. And if you're somebody out there that really wants to truly grow and at a company that's going to push you to your best, this is a place to be. I want the best of the best. I'm going to push you to be better than you've ever been in your entire life, because that's what we do here. We hold each other accountable. We push each other to the limit to perform at the top of our ability, peak performance, that beast mode mentality. That's what we want. We want the best of the best. So if you're the best, come on board. Come talk to me. Let's do this together. Let's grow together. I believe in this company being a family company, that we all support each other. Especially if you're in sobriety, or if you struggled in second chance situations, we are definitely a second chance company. We're definitely going to give you an opportunity. If you go to meetings and that's what you're about, I'm telling you right now, this company is like a meeting all day long, every week. We're here to support each other. We grow together. We help each other. Your car breaks down, we're coming to pick you up. Hell, if you get a flat tire, we're going to come change it for you. I'll buy you a new tire to get you to work. That's what we do. To go out and pay for a tire for somebody just to make sure they show up to work every day and they make their money, that's how this company runs. I am only as good as my worst employee out there. And when I went out yesterday and I looked at some of these jobs and some of the performance of some of my employees, I've got to make a change, because right now we're great as a company. We're grown. We're getting better. We got all the systems in place. We are amazing on the front end, landing work and selling jobs and talking to people. We even have business development managers that go out to GCs and talk to them in their offices, talk about our bids that were given to them to make sure we're bidding properly with them. We go over the specifications, make sure we have all the details when we're bidding a job. We're not just guessing on these things. But if I'm doing amazing on the front end and landing these jobs, the back end, that's our field. I can't have that fail. If that fails, who's going to want to work with you? So we have to be at our top peak performance in every aspect of this company, 100%. Recently, I had 3 trucks. The decals were looking pretty shoddy on the sides of them. They were peeling off. I went back to the guy that does my decals. I said, hey, I need 3 trucks. I need the decals removed and redone. They look like crap. I want them to look presentable. I want, when we go on a job, we look presentable. One of our training videos that went out here recently was on PHP's uniforms, how to dress as a painter for our company. You're not allowed to wear blue jeans at work or cut off shirts, or you're going to wear boots, painter's pants. You're going to have the yellow safety PHP shirt on it with our logo on the back. That is a must. We have these things put in place because we want to be the best of the best. I don't want to be second. I want to be the best. I don't need to be first on everything. I don't need to land every single job out there. If I'm landing every job out there, there's probably something wrong. I'm too cheap, or, and we do have a couple GCs. It feels like I land every job they get, but that's because they trust us. They know how we perform. They know that when we show up, we're going to do the job. We're going to do it right. And we've got everything in our bid that needs to be done on that job, and we're going to make sure of it. I hate change orders. I only want to do a change order on a job if something changes on a job, not because somebody missed something or we've got to do something because the GC missed it. No, we're going to call them up and go over the scope of work before they even get the proposal to make sure that we have everything included that's expected on this job. And there's times we call and, okay, we're doing the bollards outside. Oh, no, you're not doing the bollards. We decided to put sleeves on them. Great. Let's take that out of the cost of this. Just made us even more lucrative when it comes to pricing. How many companies out there just bid and they throw it against the wall in hopes it sticks? They don't do a follow-up call. They don't call the GC to make sure they're doing the proper procedures, the proper bidding. I'm going to make sure we have it 100% on point every single time. And I expect the best. And if that's not you, then this is not the place for you. And I know a lot of my employees listen to this podcast. I know they follow this. And if you're one of the ones out there that you're not working at your peak performance, and you know who you are, tread lightly, because the next couple of days could be your last day with PHP. It's time for you to step up your game as well. If not, I'm hoping for a lineup of people that listen to this podcast that want a new place to work. I want the best of the best. If you think you're that person, come talk to me. I would love to sit down with you and interview you personally, not have you go through the office and the rest of the people. I want you to reach out to me personally. Send me a message, get me your information, DM me, whatever you need to do. If you want a new place to work, if you think you're the best painter out there, let's go. Let's prove it. Let's find out if you really are. I'm willing to give you an opportunity. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. Stay hungry.